What's going on, baby? How y'all doing? I'm dying. Thanks for asking. But even though I'm dying, I'm here for you. Daddy's here for you, baby. You know why? Because I know you're nothing without me. If I die, you die. Right? Let's be honest. You're nothing without me. You're nothing without me. And I say that out of love, because I'm nothing without you. You understand what I'm saying? It's this symbiotic rat syndicate. Hey, not trying to promote anything, but... ban. Guys, by the way, you've seen me let people say all sorts of horrible things to me, and I don't ban them. But if it's obviously an Indian bot just trying to make money, gotta ban them. Like, what was that wall of text? Just filling up the chat. I want to start this off by addressing Ali. Ali is here for the king. You weren't here in the last live stream where I thanked you for that extremely generous $50 sewer bucks you sent the week that I didn't stream. I thanked you last week, but you weren't here, so I'm thanking you now. That was extremely generous. Thank you, Ali. You're awesome. But let's send out the rat signal. Oh my God. Guys, was I muted? Was I muted when I... Oh my God. How long was I muted, guys? Was I muted when I was thanking Ali for her sewer buck donation from a couple weeks ago? Was I muted during that? Do I have to thank her again? Just to be sure. Ali, thank you so much for your $50 sewer bucks donation a couple weeks ago. I thanked you last week, but you weren't here. So thank you. All right. We're posting on Twitter that we're going live. Did you see Mike Tyson called Jake out for taking a dive? Taking a dive with who? Did Jake fight recently? I thought his next fight was against that midget. Anyway, guys, today's live stream is about the takeover of Canada. The Smells Angels. Let's post this so we can bump up these numbers, huh? What we got here is a lemon ginger tea with a hint of apple cider vinegar, because I've read that apple cider vinegar can help calm coughing fits. Oh, John Jones is trending. What's going on here? What's going on with Johnny Bones? Johnny Boner Joners? What's happening? Nothing. The misdemeanor charges against John Jones that involved leaving a woman at the scene of a crash earlier this year have been dismissed. Is that it? Guys, Guys, I don't know how long I can stream. My throat is already killing me. Guys, the real UFC news that I saw on Twitter this morning. Oh my God, this is big, dudes. Dude, this is real big. Did you see what happened this morning? Did you see what happened? Were you guys on Twitter this morning? Stream East. Stream East. Those are the dudes that would have the UFC pay-per-views and whatnot streaming for free. I mean, allegedly. It's not like I watch that stuff. I pay $100 per pay-per-view. So apparently they got busted. The people behind it are in jail now. After like a year-long sting operation. That's rough, dudes. That's rough. So for a lot of us that use Stream East, that's going to be problematic. Now, luckily, the UFC, it hurts breathing in. My lungs hurt when I breathe in. Like deeper breaths. Now, you guys heard about the UFC deal with Paramount Plus, a $7 billion deal, I think it was, over a few years. The pay-per-view system, gone. If you have Paramount Plus, apparently with no upcharge, just the regular Paramount Plus monthly fee, you're going to get all what used to be pay-per-views. Bronchitis? No, I don't think so. I've had bronchitis before. I don't think this is it. This is basically like a common cold, but really bad. Because whenever I get sick, it's really bad because, I'm just, at any given moment, I'm on death's door. That's just how I'm built. You understand what I'm saying? So, starting, I guess it's next year, you just have to be subscribed to Paramount Plus. And then you're like, well, I don't want to sign up for another streaming thing. Now, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, oh my God, Bailey tipped $50 right off the bat? Why is the sound not coming out? Normally I would get a beep. Did I have to switch my audio? Hold up. Nope, I didn't switch the audio to the monitor. Oh my God, Bailey. Bailey, you're a superstar. Holy cow. You know what Bailey just did? You know what Bailey just did with that $50 super chat? Sewer box? She just reinvigorated my dead body. She reinvigorated my dead body to keep going. I was about to just shut down the stream and die. But she knows what to do. She knows what to do. Bailey, with a $50 sewer bucks donation, she says, glad you're feeling well enough to stream for a bit today, King. You never let us down. Oh, bless your heart, Bailey. Bless your heart, Bailey. It's extremely generous of you. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, don't forget to pin the link for the tip jar. Oh, my God. Ed, dude. Ed, oh, my God, dude. What a G. To remind me. Guys, I'm a mess right now. You understand what I'm saying? I guess Bailey had just saved the link. Hold up while I throw this in there. Oh, thank you, Ari. Thank you, Ari. Yeah. Normally when I get sick, you guys know this, I'm sick for about 3 months. Just common cold would put me out for 3 months. But I was petrified when I just came out of prison to find out they banned the straightest man alive from YouTube, but luckily I was informed I could find you here. Right on, dude. Congrats on getting out of prison. Welcome to my other sewer tunnel. So guys, I have a crazy supplement regimen. All right. I hit up zinc, tons of vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin C, NAC, but barely anything puts a dent into my illnesses until I take ivermectin. Unfortunately, I've been out for months because the prices have just doubled on Amazon out of the blue. Hang on a sec. But Bailey informed me that you can get it much cheaper on eBay. So I ordered a 10-pack after I got sick, unfortunately. So I have to wait for it to arrive, and it's going to arrive by September 10th. I'll be dead by then. It's the 3rd. And the other thing is, am I getting legit stuff? Amazon wish list. Oh, that's an idea. But yeah, the thing with this is, though, the eBay sellers, I found a couple of them that had a good deal. The one I bought it off, I mean, it was 10 packs for $35.99, so almost $3.50 per pack, whereas on Amazon it's like $12 a pack right now. However, the feedback, the seller's feedback, you know, like how many people have reviewed them, it's like 15, 30, 33. And I went through the feedback, the positive feedback on the seller I bought from. And none of it was for ivermectin. It was for like, oh yeah, the VHS player was in great working condition. So I don't know if I'm even getting legit stuff. Fingers crossed I get some legit stuff, you know what I'm saying? Eucalyptus and steam showers, dude. I just took a hot, steamy shower. And that's half the reason why I'm sweating so much right now. Anyways, yeah, so I just got to stay alive until that ivermectin comes in, and pray to God it's the real deal. All right, dudes. So do you see this? You see this? Where do you think this is, huh? I mean, I already said it, but is this Calcutta? Is this Bombay? It is not. That is Canada. But before we get to that, we got some big news in Florida. Big news in Florida. A big win for you Florida folk.
is an announcement that we're going to make, that we're making now, which is that the Florida Department of Health, in partnership with the governor, is going to be working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law. All of them. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Yeah. Yeah. Every last one of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Every Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Okay? Who am I as a government or anyone else, or who am I as a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body? Who am I to tell
Preach.
you what your child should put in your body? I don't have that right. Your body is a gift from God. What you put into your body is because of your relationship with your body and your God. I don't have that right. Government does not have that right. They want you to believe they have that right. And unfortunately, they've been successful. They've been successful.
Dude, massive win for the Floridians. Dude, I would so move to Florida if I could handle extreme heat and humidity. Now listen, I don't like extreme cold. That sucks too. But, dude, I can't do heat and humidity 24/7. I can't wear this hat in Florida. You understand what I'm saying? My head would melt. The winter is not that hot, but how long is the winter? How long is that winter? You know what I'm saying? If the winter is only a couple months, then okay, you get a respite for a couple months. Everything is air conditioned, not outside. You know? SK, you intentionally dye some white hairs on your face or what? No way. You're older than 19? Yeah, dude. I had to dye my goatee white because I keep getting carded at Walmart. It was getting annoying. So huge win for Florida. Congrats, people who live in Florida. Now, check out this video, dudes. This is the Vancouver airport. This is the one I flew into when I went to visit my mother. What's your opinion on Carlos Prates? I kind of like him. I like the fact that he smokes like a chimney and is still an elite athlete. And that spinning elbow KO. I mean, come on. How many of you people watch UFC? UFC as a whole right now is garbage because of the inbred takeover. How many of you watch UFC? And I want the females to answer. Ali says rarely. Because I'm curious about that. Because there's a lot of females in the sewer, and I want to know, are you guys here because you found me through Logan Paul videos or through the UFC videos? Does anybody want to answer the question? Oh, you found me because of my vibe. Nice. You find grappling boring, yeah. Because it is. You manifested me. Did you make me? Goat diddling crotch sniffers effed up the UFC. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, dude. But when you say that, oh, you're a casual, you don't know what you're watching, go watch boxing, go watch kickboxing then. Oh, shut up. People that say that don't understand business. Don't cry when the UFC's numbers go down. You say, well, what do I care? Well, that's going to affect the talent that gets into the UFC. All right? If there's no money in it, and the sport starts to die, you're just going to have humpers in there. The great athletes will just continue to go to other professional sports that pay better. My response to go watch boxing is go watch wrestling. Dude, that's exactly what I say. Dude, that is exactly what I say to people. They're so dumb that they haven't thought of the other side of that counter. So go watch wrestling. And here's the thing. This is the other thing I say. You look at a sport like boxing. You look at a boxing event. They fill up a stadium. Even a stupid Jake Paul fight fills up a stadium. How does a wrestling event do? I don't mean WWE. I mean actual wrestling. Collegiate wrestling, high school wrestling, amateur wrestling. They can't fill up a high school gym. So which one is actually more interesting? The striking, of course. These are not two equal things in excitement. One can't fill up a high school gym. The other one fills out a stadium. And pay-per-views. Clearly, striking is more exciting. But then they say, well, then go watch Glory kickboxing. Well, I find MMA even more exciting because there's more variables. There's a variable of a takedown, some ground and pound. That stuff's exciting. But then there's Khamzat laying on somebody, not doing any damage for 25 minutes. I'll give you that Khabib was a relatively exciting fighter because on the ground, it was constant action and beatings. And he would beat somebody into a pulp for 25 minutes or submit them like he did with Gaethje and whatnot. Aside from him, though, dude, they just lay on each other. Khamzat was fighting scared against DDP. Absolutely, dude. He could have tried to hit him harder on the ground. He could have gone for a submission, but with that comes the risk that he loses the position and DDP gets away and, head kicks him or something. So he was absolutely fighting scared. He was fighting safe. And people might say, and people do say, people said this to me in person. People I know have said this to me. Well, it's DDP's job to get him off him. Yeah, and it's Khamzat's job as a sports entertainer to make it interesting for the sake of his own career. Who the hell is going to want to watch Khamzat aside from his fellow inbreds? And those people do not pay for pay-per-views. I don't think pay-per-views are even a thing in that part of the world. I think they just get to watch it for free, even aside from streaming. I don't think pay-per-views are even available, like for them to purchase. It's just like, hey, it's free for you idiots. But whatever, man. I mean, people are stupid. And arguing with them is a waste of time. So anyways, this is the airport in Vancouver, the main airport. Look what's going on here. This Dodge Caravan minivan is going down the stairs. Do you understand what's happening here? This minivan is going down the stairs. That's the state of Vancouver right now. That's the state of Canada right now. Canada is so effed. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Now, Vancouver's main airport is in Richmond, BC. The city is Richmond. Richmond is China. The store signs are in Chinese. I know somebody that lived in a high-rise there, a condo building. And the strata meetings, which in the USA would be HOA, in Canada it's called the strata. Those meetings are held in Chinese. The signs in the elevator are in Chinese. So it's very possible this is a Chinese driver. But it's the airport, so it doesn't just serve people from Richmond. You could be from Chilliwack, Coquitlam, Langley, going to the airport to pick up your friend or a loved one. But yes, Chinese or Indian is a very high probability here. The one thing that would make me steer away from saying it's Chinese is this is not an expensive car. The Chinese in Vancouver, dude, they are rich beyond words. Not all of them. Of course, there are the poor ones that, run a convenience store. But overall, from what I've seen and what they've done to the real estate prices, the Chinese are rich AF, as a Zoomer would say. So I don't know too many Chinese that would drive a 2017 Dodge Caravan. So it might be an Indian. Hell, it might just be a confused old person. I don't know. Canadians are masochists. Masochists, Jesus. Absolutely, dude. Suicidal empathy. Virtue signaling. Everyone's had enough. Clearly they haven't, dude. Who did they vote for like 3 months ago? They want more. As the other dude said, they're masochists, dude. Let's watch this video. And he's spinning his wheels frantically, and they're turning in the forward direction. This idiot is actually trying to drive down, not, oops, I should stop. Wait for a tow truck to pull me back that way. No, let me just keep going with this.
What?
Now look at this genius who stands at the bottom of the stairs holding his toddler little girl and just watching. Hey, moron. If that minivan breaks free, you're not going to be able to react fast enough. You're getting run over and your child is dying. But check this out. Look at his wife. And there's his wife, covered in a burqa, holding another kid, I think. So it's immigrants and immigrants. This immigrant is about to run down these immigrants. Spinning the tires with people at the bottom of the stairs. Now, I feel like the move, if you're just going to continue to be stupid, is to rock yourself back and forth in the car to try to get it to tilt forward so that those front tires can make some connection with the stairs, because the tires are in the air right now and it's just spinning. Right? Isn't that the move? Because he's trying to get contact there. So he's got to just like, you know what I mean? Or even better, don't drive down the stairs. No, I mean, if he's committed to this current act of retardation, let's help him out here. You know what I mean? Guys, I brought one cough drop that's got to last me this entire live stream. I mean, I could get up and get another one, but, you know. Guys, check this out. Is it true that the French Canadians are the worst? They were. They absolutely were. I went and visited Quebec once, like, God, forever ago, a lifetime ago, dude. Rudest assholes I ever met. Awful, just awful people. Customer service at like Wendy's, awful, just terrible, garbage people. Arrogant, dickheads. But that was before the influx of Chinese and Indians. Now, Montreal is full of cunts. Well said. Now, the Chinese, they're not that awful to be around. They just buy up your entire country and rent the basement back to you. That's how they're a problem. They helped cause the tripling of a house in a span of maybe 15 years. I mean, quite literally tripling or quadrupling the prices of houses. They just show up to an open house and outbid the locals by $100,000, pay in cash. That leads to the house down the block to be listed for that higher price, because now that's the new normal for the neighborhood. The Chinese come to the open house of this next house. They outbid each other $50,000 to $100,000, sometimes more. Buy it with cash. That's the new normal for the neighborhood. And on and on and on until we tripled or quadrupled the house price. I'm telling you, the average decent house in a suburb an hour away from Vancouver, the main city, easily $2 million. Easily $2 million. That's why a 900 square foot bungalow is 1.4 million in Vancouver. That honestly sounds low to me, but yeah. $1.4 million buys a crack shack. Yeah, I don't think you're buying anything for $1.4 million in Vancouver. Maybe East Van. Maybe East Vancouver, which, by the way, guys, is like the dumps of Vancouver. So yeah, that's how the Chinese are an issue. Now the Indians are an issue because, oh my God, they're just in your face about it. Maybe, sir. Yeah, seriously. Oh, wait. Let's see how this video ends. Look at these lemmings just walking right in front. Luckily, the car's stuck, but I mean, it comes loose. You're dead, dude. This is the current state of Vancouver, my friends. Canada. Oh, check this out. Check this out. York Regional Police. What is this, Ontario? York? Watch this. The York Police. The York Police. Shadowboxing to Bhangra Indian music. Just like what has happened, Canada? Ari says, I used to have an Indian family that lived next to us at my mom's. They literally couldn't drive or park and always yelled and screamed at us for the way our cars were parked when we were in our lanes. Dork police. Beautiful. Now, what really bothers me, aside from the obvious takeover, is these white cucks. These white cucks. Look at this guy. He's like 6'6" tall police officer. Am I doing it right? Am I dancing to your Indian music right? Pathetic, dude. Weak men. Weak men. Just look at this cuck, dude. Look at the cuck cops. I think there's two males here. Dude, they're quite literally a foot taller than the Indian guys. Watch. Just check out the height of that guy and the height of the Indian guy. Watch this transition over here. Oh my God, he's more than a foot taller. Is he getting cut off? Can you guys see that, dude? He is getting cut off. Let me show you here. Let's see here. Look at that. That cuck is an easy foot taller. Oh, and the turban advantage. Good point. He's like a foot and a half tall if you remove that turban. But they're bending over. They're bending over for their little invaders to be good little virtue signalers. It's pathetic, dude. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. Canada's done, dude. There's no saving it. There's no saving it. And you know that from the election results. Oh, Ilya Topuria is trending. What's going on here? Nothing. Now, let me show you where this goes. Because Europe, I think, might be a little worse. Parts of Europe are a little worse than Canada right now. Like, I'd say as a whole, the UK is worse than Canada. But they're headed there, right? They're headed there. But look at this. This is Amsterdam. It says, at the University of Amsterdam, jihadists beat students with sticks. Europe is committing suicide, they say. Check this out. This is a university, dude. Yo, those sticks look like 2x4s, dude. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Look at that head wrap. For you pro-Hamas guys, this is who you're supporting. By the way, not saying be pro-Israel. Can we just hate everybody equally? Right? Like, this, as soon as I criticize a Muslim terrorist, oh my God, you're a Jew lover. Dude, I can hate more than one group of people. You understand what I'm saying? Let's relax here. There's so much hate in my heart. There's enough to go around for everybody except for the rats. I love you. But you're insane if you think I'm going to go support the Muslim terrorists. You're out of your goddamn mind. I lived in Canada, dude. I know where this is going. Look at this. So that first guy got nailed in the butt. Remember that Metallica album? Which one? But watch where this guy eats it. So here's the next jihadist. And this white guy. Watch where he eats it. And by the way, they're saying sticks, man. These look bigger than sticks, dude. I wouldn't say a full-on 2x4, but close. Right in the head. Dude just got clobbered in the head with... Dude, that's very close to a 2x4. Cracked in the skull, dude. Who you got, Canelo or Crawford? Dude, I haven't even thought about that. I can't say I've ever seen a Crawford fight. And look, all the jihadists have sticks. Or 2x4s. Whatever. These white guys got nothing. You know why this is happening? They took away their guns, dude. You Americans have a weird obsession with your guns. Yeah, this is why, retard. I would have dropped these fools. You're coming at me with a 2x4. Oh my God, dude. You're so dead it's not even funny. But these cucks can't do anything. And if this guy goes home and posts on Facebook, hey, I have a skull fracture and a concussion from a Muslim who hit me in the head with a 2x4, the cops will show up at his door and arrest him for a social media crime. Would you legally be allowed to do that in the USA? Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Somebody comes at you like that, you can shoot them dead. Now, California, New York, I don't know their laws because it depends on the state. And even if in the law in California it's technically allowed, you'll have some activist judge, some woke judge, they'll go, oh my God, you shot the poor Muslim, you're going to jail, even though it's legally allowed to defend yourself. Let's say, I don't know if you're allowed to defend yourself in there. The state I'm in, I could absolutely kill that guy, no problem. If there's a video like this, the guy comes swings at me with a 2x4 and I shoot him dead, it's no problem. Now you still might get rinsed in court with legal fees and all that, but that is 100% textbook self-defense. Americans, am I right? Castle Doctrine, and the stand your ground thing. I think Trump signed an executive order that C2C open carry and self-defense is okay. And guys, don't ever open carry. That's a good way to have somebody take your gun and shoot you with it. I've seen recent videos of that. Open carry is the dumbest thing, dude. Conceal carry. I don't know if I told you guys, I went to Fred Meyer. This was a few months back. And some young dude that looked like he crawled out of a dumpster. I would have sworn this guy was homeless. Open carry. On his belt. Sticking out like, you know those gun belts, it's like sticking out. So it's like 2 inches sticking away from his body. I could have so easily pulled it off him if I wanted to. So easily. It's dumb. Only douchebags open carry. Yeah, you lose the element of surprise. And people can just pull up on you and pull it off you from behind. Easy. And I've seen videos of that recently. I saw two recently. Two different dudes. They're at a convenience store. Some young black guys come up, pull the gun off them, and they leave. They stole the gun. The second video was a white guy that pulled the gun off of. The white guy goes outside to get his gun back. They killed him dead with his own gun. Do not open carry, please. You know why they want to take away your guns? Because they want to kill you. aimed for the head on the next guy too. But I think luckily he got him on the shoulder maybe. Now this is where it gets really interesting, dudes. There's a cop here. There's a cop here. Let's stop focusing on the hits to the brain. And let's focus on the cop for a second. Because we have an actual police officer. Thank God. What do you need guns for? We have police. What do you need guns for? The good guys have the guns. The police. Right? Watch. Just watching as this guy continues to get beat with 2x4s. Remember, this guy in the gray is the one that caught it in the brain, okay? So the cop shoves away the guy that got hit in the head. He's the problem. He's the problem, dudes. He's the problem. The problem is the guy that got hit in the head, not the people with the weapons. Guys, listen, I understand that the elites are evil. Every last one of them, right? But it's sad to see that there are no cops with balls that go, this isn't right. This isn't right. I'm going to stop the guy bashing people's brains in with 2x4s. No. These guys are such cocks who follow orders that they're taking down their countrymen while literal terrorists are beating them down.
Oh, die kant op! Heb je hoes? Die kant op! Dat heb je mee te maken nu. Go erop! Die kant op! Heb je? Die kant op!
And all that guy that got cracked in the brain was doing was recording. That's it. That's it. He wasn't starting anything. He was just recording the beating and caught one himself. Goodness gracious. Now check this one out. This one hits home, and I'll tell you why. What's Sean Fuchti? Anyways. So, this is in the city of Abbotsford. Abbotsford is a city in British Columbia. It's about an hour out from Vancouver, hour and a half. Look at this. This is Canada. This is Canada. Look at these bikers. The Smells Angels. Look at the Smells Angels. Now, first of all, Indian guys, stay away from my neon colors, all right? You can't pull it off, first of all. Like, why are they trying to be cool now? Neon colors? Dude, it doesn't work. Just stop. So, Canada's very strict with their helmet laws, okay? And yet, do you see helmets on these guys? Do you see helmets on these guys? No. Do you know why there's no helmets on them? They're not breaking the law. Turban heads in Canada, at least in British Columbia, where this is, they are exempt from wearing helmets while riding motorcycles. They're exempt from that. I looked this up. I looked this up back when I lived there because I would see. So I lived in Abbotsford. And that's where I said this one hits home. I lived in Abbotsford. Not for long. I was there maybe 2 years, about 5 years ago. So as an adult, this is not where I grew up, thank God. Actually, that's not fair. Abbotsford was mainly a white city in the boonies, farmer town. So when I moved there 5 years ago, I was shocked to see that it was India. I didn't know because it's well known that Surrey, which is about like half an hour away from Abbotsford, it's well known that Surrey, called Curry sometimes, is all Indian. What I didn't know is that they managed to take over Abbotsford, which was a totally white farm town. And when I would be driving through Abbotsford during the day, I wouldn't see any white people, like walking on the sidewalk. I would see Indians. I would see old Indian people in traditional dress, the man turban, the long dress, the woman with the dress thing, the traditional thing, on the sidewalks. You would swear you were in India. And I'd go to the grocery store. All Indians. So I lived here. And these people are above the law. They can ride their motorcycles without helmets. Now, what does that mean? One, if you're in a particular class of people, you are above the law. Two, if you hit one of these people with your car and they die because they're not working, now you can be faced with much larger financial damages because the person died. You know, if the insurance settlement to his family is really high because he died, as opposed to, in the hospital with a broken hip, but his head's okay. Now your insurance rate is going through the roof. And you could be sued out of court. And there's a cap to your liability. If the insurance company gives their family $1 million, because that's the insurance you paid for, $1 million cap, but the settlement was $5 million, well, now you have to come up with $4 million, and you can't, and you declare bankruptcy. Right? So, now this, I recognize this street. I'm pretty sure this is the street that goes up to the Walmart. I'm pretty sure this is the street that goes up to the Walmart. You know what else is illegal? Just sitting in the back of a truck, but that's fine. These people can do it. Protected group status. Today, over 20,000 people, blocking streets with trucks and carrying knives. They're ceremonial daggers. Wow, here's a video. So yeah, see this woman, see the way she's dressed? This is all I would see walking down the street with some old man in a turban. This is all you would see in Abbotsford. And man, some of these people are rich AF. They own these blueberry farms. Abbotsford's got a lot of farms, a lot of blueberry farms. Sounds like I need to. Oh God, I do. Oh God, but nobody loves me. So they own these blueberry farms, and they are rich AF. They'll have a helicopter on the property and a couple of Lamborghinis. And the houses, dude. The houses on these farms. Dude, you don't even know. Sprawling mansions. Tacky. But they're like a city block long. Blueberry money, yeah. And their labor, they either get people fresh from India, like they fly them in for the picking season for summer, or they fly in Mexicans. And this is interesting because Canada doesn't have a lot of Mexicans, like very, very, very few Mexicans. But I was at Superstore one time, and Superstore is one of the big grocery chains in Canada, the real Canadian Superstore. I was at Superstore in Abbotsford, and I saw moving trucks, not from like actual moving companies, but those types of trucks with the, pull-up door in the back. And outside of Superstore, there was just a line of Mexicans. There was a line of Mexicans, and they all had, like bottles of Coca-Cola and their bag of groceries. They would all be dropped off there. They'd pick up their groceries. They'd wait outside. And a moving van would show up. And these people would climb into the back of a moving van and be taken back to the farm. So they would be, I guess, flown in for the picking season and illegally transported to a grocery store in a moving van. Yeah, so these blueberry farmers, just sprawling mansions. And if there's any Indians in this chat, which I know there are none, explain this to me. I need chapstick, dude. I need chapstick. Hold up. I don't want you to see me half naked as I stand up to get my chapstick. Let me grab that right there, baby. Yeah, let me get a hold of that. Hang on. Don't worry, I'm still here with you. I'm still here with you, baby. You just hang on. Yeah, so hold up a sec. Oh my gosh, what is that beep? We got some sewer bugs? What's happening here? Oh my gosh, Ed Harvey with 10 extra juicy sewer bugs. Let's see what Ed Harvey has to say. What you got to say, Ed? Thanks for fighting through rat AIDS to bring us the stream. Oh, Ed, you're welcome. And thank you for supporting the show. Okay? I appreciate it, dude. You're helping to keep the sewer alive. Okay, so also at the real Canadian Superstore, I'd go in there and it'd be packed with Indians, dude, and they do not get out of your way. When you're trying to go down the aisle, they'll just block it with your shopping cart and half their family and not move. God, I hated shopping there. Good God. So anyways, when I'd go through the milk section, and I'm not joking, guys, it sounds I'm exaggerating, I'm not. These Indians would fill up their cart with, and I would count, I'm not joking, upwards of 15 gallons of milk. So you know those gallon jugs of milk, like 4 liters? They would have 15 of those in their carts. This is not a one-time thing. Every time you'd see Indian people with 8, 10, 12, 15 of these gallons of milk. And don't tell me, oh, well, maybe they have an Indian restaurant. All of them? They all have Indian restaurants? Now, these people are vegetarian because cows are sacred. They don't eat meat. So maybe that's their main protein source. They just chug milk. And the other thing might be is that, you know, with these mansions, sometimes they'll be, dude, their families are huge. They'll live with the cousin's family, the grandparents. Hey, Farron. Welcome to the KiCK stream. So there'll be multiple families living in their houses. So maybe those 15 gallons are for like 20 people. I don't know, dude. I don't know. But I tell you, some of these younger Indian dudes, they're big. They're tall. They were among the taller people that I would see in British Columbia. You know, it's funny. I've never felt so short as when I moved to the particular state that I'm living in now, and I'm not going to dox myself. Oh my God, there's 16-year-olds that are 6'3". The people here are stupid tall. Back in Canada, there's a lot of Chinese people, I guess malnourished whites. Here, good God, I live amongst giants. They resell the milk in the liquor store using their EBT, it's been reported. I don't think that many people own liquor stores, though. Oh, Ed thinks he can guess what state I'm in. Go ahead, dude. I'm not going to confirm, obviously. Okay, I don't want to get assassinated by the lizard people that are coming after me. But go ahead. Get your guesses in. All right. So we got Colorado, we got Seattle, Alabama, somewhere in the South, Washington, Alaska, South Dakota. Now, speaking of the lizard people coming after me, so you guys know that obviously Sewer King was deleted, but then they deleted the Sewer News Network, not because it was offensive or cyberbullying, but because they found out it was connected to, it was the same guy that did Sewer King. And I knew it would happen one day because both of those were made with the same phone number. It was linked to the same phone number. Now, are you guys interested in doing an unboxing right now? Phoenix, Kansas, North Carolina. So you guys are just guessing all the states. Who wants an unboxing? This arrived yesterday. Does anybody want an unboxing? Guys, my full name and address is on the other side. Should I flip it over? Do you want to read it? Should we unbox this bad boy? Is that a yes? All right, let's do it. We already know your full name? Yeah, Sewer King. That's true. You guys ready for this? What's in the box? Yeah, that's the point of the unboxing, isn't it? Let me just ruin the surprise. Does the king have a P.O. box? No. I mean, now there's no point. I'm going to be paying $45 a month, and I have 2 viewers left. I'm going to get a package once every 6 months. Unless that package is $200, it's not exactly gonna balance out. You know what I mean? Da 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 da. A fire stick, Jesus Christ, Neon. Do 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 do. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Oh man. All right. All right. Oh, guys. Dudes. What happened to the most advanced video technology available to mankind in the hand of truth? The lizard people destroyed the most advanced video technology available to mankind, and they kidnapped the hand of truth. Yeah. So this dude. Hold up. Okay. What is this? Why are you hiding this? What is this? Oh, okay. No, let's start with this one. Dude, this one's wild. This is wild, dude. What happened to your website? Dude, I don't know. The guy who made it, he disappeared and the website just went offline. Guys, dude, here's another jihadist, a Muslim jihadist. This post says, this is the new Canada. So guys, this isn't Canada. Muslim jihadist Abdul Aziz Kawam asked a person sitting on a bus if he was a Muslim. And when he said no, Abdul did a prayer and attacked him with a knife. Watch this video. Here's Abdul Aziz Kawam. So he asked him, hey, are you Muslim? Right? A member of the religion of peace said, hey, are you Muslim? This guy's standing here holding his coffee.
Before Kawam pulls out a large knife and attacks, slashing at the victim's neck 3 times and intending to kill him, according to the admissions at trial. As bus passengers...
Keep holding on to that latte, dude. Just, that's what's important. Keep holding on to that latte, dude. After he slices your throat open 3 times, keep holding that latte. Maybe take the hand off the latte and fight the guy. Maybe take the hand off the latte and apply pressure to the 3 open wounds on your throat. He's still holding it.
The victim uses his body to push Kawam.
Still holding it. He's lucky that little Muslim was a soy little pussy. that he was able to fend him off and throw him off the bus with a single hand. He was lucky, okay? Normally, you're going to want two hands for this operation. Am I right? Normally, you're going to want to. Latte in the eyes. That's another good idea. That's another good idea. Slam it on his face, maybe to explode it. Now, I want you to notice something you probably missed the first time. Watch this.
Pulls out a large knife.
Okay, so guys, just watch how he does this. Watch how he does this. He comes out and just immediately slashes across the throat. This guy's not doing this for attention, folks. He is literally trying to kill him. He goes straight for the guy's jugular, right across that throat. First cut, second cut, third cut. They're all straight across the throat because he's not a Muslim. Now, here's one idea. You asked him, is he Muslim? The guy says no. Here's an opportunity to teach your religion. So, for example, I've gotten Christians at my door throughout life in living in Canada. I've had Jehovah's Witnesses. There was a Jehovah's Witness, I don't know what you call it, church temple, not far from where I lived. You'd have these people come to your door. Mormons, when I lived in Saskatchewan, there was a couple Mormon dudes I became really close buddies with, invited them over. I'd invite them over for dinner all the time. We'd play guitar, had a blast. They never converted me. I didn't convert them. We were just buddies. One was from California, I think, and one was from maybe Ireland. Great guys. We had a lot of fun. So I've had Christians, I've had Mormons, I've had Jehovah's Witnesses at the door. When they asked me if I'm, when the Jehovah's Witness said, "Hey, are you a Jehovah?" and I said no, they didn't slash my throat. They then took the opportunity to try to teach me the religion. Same with the Mormons, right? The Muslim approach is, "Oh, you're not? Okay, I'll kill you." This is what the West has invited into their countries. Saskatchewan, yeah, I lived there 10 months. It was 10 months. So, this is what they want to do with you. This is what they want to do. Immediately goes for the kill shot.
Large knife and attacks, slashing at the victim.
Do you see these slow, deliberate slashes? Just, they're very methodical. It must be the jugular every time. Let me make sure to get that. This is insane, dude. This is not meth head energy. Oh, there's a mental illness crisis. It's not that. Because that's what that is. This is, oh, you're not Muslim? I have to kill you then. 1, 2, 3. Slow, methodical across the throat. This is not mental health issue. This is not crackhead on a bus. This is not that, dude. This is not that, dude. Can you discuss your new phone? I can't, dude. I can't. The lizard people are always listening. The lizard people are always watching. I've already shown you too much. Watch these slashes again. Very deliberate, very slow. He's just trying to end him.
A large knife and attacks, slashing at the victim's neck.
Now, I would like to direct your attention down here. Down by the victim's feet. Can you focus your eyes there and promise not to move? Oh, the STV logo is blocking it. Oh, how do I do this? You guys got to see this. How do I do this? Can I turn off the logo midstream? Hold up. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if it turns off there. I turned it off in my software. There's a delay between what I'm seeing and what you're seeing. Oh, awesome. Okay. I want you to look down here in front of the victim's feet. Okay? Check this out. See if I can zoom. Zoom in on that. Pause. Right there.
At the victim's neck 3 times and intending to kill him, according to the admissions at trial. As
do you see the blood spurting out all over the floor? Did you see that? Did you see the blood start gushing onto the floor? Watch it again. Watch it squirt out. The floor is clean.
At the victim's neck 3 times and intending to kill him, according to the admissions at trial. As bus passed.
Spilled a lot of blood, didn't spill a single drop of coffee. Good job, dummy. But again, luckily, this guy was a complete worm and could be fended off with a single hand.
The victim uses his body to push Kawam out of the bus.
Ooh, we got a beep, baby. We got a sexy beep. How do we get out of here? Isasaurus Rex. Tip 10, juicy sewer bucks. Let's read his comment. Trigger warning? Dude, this is the sewer, man. The entire thing is a trigger. And he was still concerned about dropping his latte after that. Dude, that's the insanity. The guy is squirting. It sounds like he survived, which is absolutely amazing. But he's just worried about his coffee. Hey, sorry. Isasaurus Rex with 10 juicy sewer bucks. He says, hey, SK, I came late to your stream, just leaving some love. Dude, I appreciate it so much, dude. Thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it, and I appreciate the support, my dude. Guys, so let me read that again. He asked the person on the bus if he was a Muslim, and when he said no, Abdul did a prayer and attacked him with a knife. So he did a prayer. Like, this is their thing. This is what he thinks God or Allah wants him to do. Watch it. And dude, this guy, his reaction time, he let the guy slowly slice his throat 3 times before he even reacted. Now, he did ultimately do a good job of fending the guy off. You would think the dude would be dead. Right? When he drinks that latte, it's just going to spill out of the big gaping hole he's got on his neck now. True. Totally pointless to save it. You can't enjoy it now. Why is there no lizard fish inspection? I believe you mean ratfish. That's because there's been no new females in the sewer. That's what happens when they cut off the flow of traffic by deleting me off of YouTube. There's no new people. KiCK doesn't recommend my streams to anybody. The only people here are the people that have always been here. And most of those girls have done a ratfish inspection. So there will be no more, as there will be no new females in the sewer. This is what it is. No new subscribers, no new anything. Okay, YouTube just killed the growth of the sewer. It knocked it down from 104,000 people to 1,600. If he tried to defend himself, he would probably be the one to end up in jail and not the Middle Eastern guy. That's true. That's absolutely true. But you have to realize that's not why he didn't defend himself. There was no time for him to even think of that. This just goes that his survival instinct is trash. Could you not put loads of clips on Twitter with a link to your Twitch? I could, except the problem is I don't have a Twitch. So that'd be a waste of traffic. I'm probably the only one who didn't get an inspection but got sort of a pass. Yes. Ari wanted to do an inspection, but I told her You are 18 years old, and you're not ready for that sort of scrutiny. Okay? The self-esteem of an 18-year-old is still on shaky ground. I'm not going to put you through that. You get a pass. Twitch is even more strict than YouTube. Yeah, Twitch is terrible. Twitch is terrible. Except I think with Twitch, you get banned for a week and you can come back. So in a way, they're better. But still, it's like, why would I bother? Ari, you're pregnant, you pass as a female. Oh, hold on. That sounds like bigotry. That sounds like bigot talk. Men can get pregnant too. We've covered the signs of butt babies. Okay? Let's not be ignorant. Men can get pregnant in their buttholes. We've covered this. It is and no, they can't. What does that mean? Are you telling me men can't get pregnant in their butts and produce butt babies that feast on their feces? Are you pregnant from the front or back? That's a good question. I'm guessing from the front. She is female. I wonder if women can have butt babies if they get pregnant in the wrong hole. Have any of you women had that happen? Wow, why are the views dropping right now? Why would the views drop during the discussion of butt babies? I don't get you guys sometimes. I seriously don't understand. I don't understand you guys sometimes. I'm not in a great position to donate to you right now, but you can expect it very soon. Do it. If you're in that place in life, don't worry about it. And when money starts coming in, keep it for yourself. Okay? Okay? Keep it for yourself, dude. If you're in that sort of position and money starts rolling in, you're going to need it. Don't send it to me. I appreciate it, though. Bless your heart. That's very kind of you. So, yeah, this is the state of Canada here, folks. That is insane. Now, let's go to... So, this is in Muskoka. Is that... I think that's in Ontario. Let me quickly Google that. Ontario is a province in Canada. Yes, that is in Ontario, Canada. Look at this. Watch what the turbines are up to here. I need your link, SK. Dude, did the tip jar link not stay up? It didn't stay. What? Oh my God, dude. The lizard people are just... Dude, they're out in force, dude. They're just trying to take me down, dude. The hell? Usually my pinned link will stay up for, a day or two. Didn't even stay up for an hour. The hell? Guys, this is in Ontario, Canada. By the way, are you familiar with how strict Canada is with their gun laws? Look at this.
I keep getting more and more videos.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Dude, if I did that in Canada, I'd be in prison so fast and for so long. They're like shooting AKs in the air at a park. This is not a gun range. They're skeet shooting. They brought out their skeet shooting machine. And then they just start firing for fun in the air. Probably killing several hikers in the area. Dude, this is madness. Watch this. Look at the type of guns they have. Look at what they're doing. This is just out on a trail over some water. Hold up, we got a beep. Hang on. Oh my God. Neon Leopard with 50 insane and extra juicy sewer bucks. Holy cow, woman. Holy cow. Dude, you guys spoil me. Oh my God. Do you know how much ivermectin I can buy? And maybe a mic stand that doesn't leak sand all over my mouse pad? Neon Leopard with 50 juicy sewer bucks. She says, for cough drops or whatever, I hope you feel better. Viz loud. What does Viz loud mean? First of all, oh my God, thank you so much, Neon Leopard. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your extreme generosity. And guys, let's all wish Neon Leopard luck, because in about 10 days or so, 9 days? 9 days and 5 hours? That was supposed to be a picture of a guy coughing. Oh, okay. Neon Leopard is doing a bikini athlete contest. That's right. She's been in contest prep for weeks now. 9 days, 8 hours. I was close, huh? Guys, everybody wish her luck. Wish her luck to get as ripped as possible. Eating chicken oats with peanut butter on top. That's been her main contest prep meal. Chicken oatmeal with peanut butter drizzled on top. Oh my God, talking about chicken oats dropped my viewers by 4. Good Lord, what do you guys want me to talk about? What do you guys want me to talk about? Why do you guys keep leaving when I talk about cool stuff like chicken oats? I swear, dude. I don't even know what the heck anymore. There's no respect for the rule of law. They leave their shotgun shells, their garbage. They discharge their firearms in the air. They do not care. This is not normal. So yeah, dude, good God. Be a white guy and do that. Be a white guy and do that. See what happens to you. Be a regular Canadian and do that. See what happens to you. Now, there's another video on this. Okay, here. Look at this. Indian newcomer records himself breaking the law to show off to his followers on Instagram. This man was dumb enough to record himself shooting assault rifles in a Canadian park. Well, let's not call them assault rifles. They're semi-autos. Let's relax. Should he be deported for this? Absolutely. Absolutely. The magazine he has is not legal. That's way too much ammo for a Canadian, first of all. Second of all, just going to a park and shooting in the air. I mean, dude. What do you think about Trump taking on Venezuelan thugs? Yeah, he blew up their boat, right? Like personally? Yeah, I think that's awesome. But I think they really need to take down the cartels, as was promised, And who knows? Maybe they're working on it. But no, they need to wipe out the cartels completely and utterly, like gone, so that they're not a thing anymore. All right, watch this. Ed, are you hitting on Neon Leopard? Oh my gosh, guys, are you witnessing this? Ed is getting frisky in the rat chat. Oh, wow. I don't know what's worse, shooting into the lake here or the music. Or maybe focus on America. Oh my God, Wallers thinks the problem is I'm talking about Canada. Is that the problem, guys? You don't find this interesting? You guys don't find this interesting? Should I just talk about Canada? You guys got to realize that what happens to Canada is kind of like a prelude to what could happen to the United States if you don't, correct course. It's kind of like UK is a warning of what Canada will be soon if they don't correct course, which they won't. Okay, here's a discussion of American stuff. This is about the horrific shooting at a church. Was it last week by that trans psycho?
And you know what? There's going to be a lot more of that coming up. Especially at these religious areas, hey, we've had enough of your kind coming after public schools. You know what? There's going to be a lot more of that coming up. Especially at these religious areas, hey, we've had enough of your kind coming after public schools, right? It's about time, churches and Catholic schools and religious schools, it's about time they get their turn. That's what I think. I'm just going to sit back and watch people do it. And I'm going to fucking laugh. I'm laughing about yesterday. You guys want to laugh about us? We're going to laugh about you. And
the people who died were children. He's laughing about children dying. And he's saying, oh, you want to laugh about us? I'm sorry, who targeted trans people in a shooting? That's never happened. I don't understand how the FBI doesn't take this guy down. This is not like in the UK, oh, you criticize something on Facebook. This is like inciting violence. He's encouraging trans shooters to go kill children. That should warrant an FBI visit. Am I wrong? Oh, yeah, they banned me but allow stuff like this. Exactly. This is allowed. This video's up. That's fine. But I call Logan Paul a retard and I'll delete my channel to protect the community. Don't protect the Christians that this guy's saying go slaughter them so I can laugh. Don't protect them. Protect Logan Bald. Okay. Jesus Christ. Dudes, I'm telling you. Dudes. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, if you don't have a gun, you got to get one. You got to learn how to use it. The world is going to hell. Okay? The world is going to hell, dude. Gay Destiny streamer laughed at dead kids that died in the Texas flood. He's allowed. Hassan is allowed to say whatever he wants. This guy can say whatever he wants. I call somebody a queer and I get my channel deleted. That's what's up, dudes. The world's going to hell. I don't think there's any stopping it. I think there will be complete and utter societal collapse. It's great that Trump won. I think that slowed down things, but I think we're past the point of no return, ultimately. So I think you gotta, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I want to say go buy land and get guns and stuff, but that's expensive. We're out here having trouble affording groceries. You know what I mean? But ideally, dudes, you gotta. And even then, you've watched The Walking Dead, right? Even then, some group of psychos will come and take everything you have. You know, you prep and save up oats that'll last you for 20 years. All it takes is a couple of psychos with guns to roll up on you in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Let's say you have land out in the rural areas. Well, what are you surrounded by? Trees. You're surrounded by trees, dude. So you go out in the morning to feed your chickens that lay the eggs for your protein. Pop. Shot in the head. Somebody snipers your ass from the trees. That's the one thing that preppers don't really take into consideration. And I know they think they do. They think they do because they stockpile guns and ammo, which is good. Not saying don't do that. I want to do that if I had the money. I'm just saying also realize it just takes one motivated person to blow your brains out when you go out in the morning to feed the chickens. It's not Fort Knox, dude. It's not Fort Knox. You have a cabin out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by trees. Lone wolves won't survive. It doesn't have to be a lone wolf, dude. It could be a group of wolves, a pack of wolves. Like Ruby Ridge or Waco, yeah, except just regular people are not. The ATF. There's this guy on YouTube. He's, I think, a former Green Beret. And I think he lives out in Oregon. And him and his buddies, they all live around in that same area. And they get together and they do these group exercises, you know, with their guns and their trucks and stuff, you know, training. And he has said that when, you know, it all goes down, him and his guys will roll up on whoever's homestead and take their stuff. This is apparently one of the good guys. But he's saying, like, you know, if it's my family or yours, you know, a group of ex-special forces is going to roll up to your homestead and we're going to take everything you have. What are you going to do then? If you're living out in the boonies in Oregon and you've stored up all your oatmeal, this dude and his special forces buddies will roll up on you and take everything, and you're lucky if he doesn't kill you. And this is one of the good guys, apparently. Did you know a large pack of rats is called a mischief? Oh, that's so perfect. I love that. Lon Horiuchi is still walking free. Is he the guy that shot the woman at Ruby Ridge, or are we talking about something else now? They all show their true face in crisis. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Don't think just because some guy did service, he's a good person. Thank you for your service, but you can still just be a selfish asshole, but with a lot of skills and weapons. People are people. So yeah, you stockpiled some shotguns, and now a team of former Green Berets hit you up at 3 a.m. while you were asleep. Whoa, we got another beep. Oh my God. JJ tipped 5 juicy Surex. Let's see what he has to say. Because, yeah, shows like Walking Dead, they would portray bad guys doing that stuff, right? They portrayed the bad guys doing that. What if the supposed good guys start doing that now? JJ says, you have a great voice, SK. Oh, thank you so much, JJ, and thank you for the support. But if I'm to be honest, it's just the cold, dude. The cold is making my voice sound deep and sultry. Normally I sound like Steve Urkel. They say, don't open the front door at 3 p.m. in the morning. Follow that and you'll be safe. All right. King, have you tried any hot or warm tea for your throat? That's what I have here, sweetheart. I have lemon ginger tea. Now, it's not actual like fresh lemon and ginger powder. It's actual like Tetley tea or Nestle or whatever. I bought a box of this stuff a while ago. It was on good sale. Lemon ginger tea. And I added like a spoon of apple cider vinegar because I've read on the internet that helps calm down coughing fits. They don't want to have a coughing fit on stream. So that's what we got in here. I personally recommend honey citrus mint tea from Starbucks. Ari, you think I can afford Starbucks? It's made with lemonade and really helps to break up all the mucus. You know what I find about mint, though? It sets me off on a coughing fit. So I'll have this peppermint gum I have, and oh my gosh. Or the peppermint mouthwash. That's why I've temporarily switched over to my bubblegum flavored mouthwash for the last few days. Mint sets me off, dude. I don't know why. Not anymore. They took the good stuff out of apple cider vinegar. Well, the Bragg's brand, because Kate Perry and Bill Gates bought Bragg's so that they could start using GMO apples. So that's true about Bragg's brand. I was at Costco, and dudes, all my life I'd been paying like $8, $9 for a bottle of Bragg's. And I go to Costco a few months back, and I see Kirkland apple cider vinegar with the mother in a glass jar. I'm not talking about the Heinz crap, the synthetic stuff. And it was a pack of 3 glass bottles, like the same size as Bragg's. It was $3, $4, maybe $9.99. It was less than $10, maybe just a penny less. And it wasn't on sale. You know, Costco will have a sale of $5 manufacturer coupon. No, this was regular price. Each bottle was like $3-ish. So I bought a pack of that, a 3-pack. And I don't know about their apples. Oh, God. The views are dropping again. Every time I try to save you guys money, the views drop. Forget it. Forget it. You know what? Pay full price for GMO Bragg's. I give up, you guys. God damn it. God damn it, I give up. So now here we are in maybe Scotland. Now, they sent the entire department to arrest a 14-year-old girl defending herself. So I think, they're saying that this is the girl that defended either herself or her sister from Muslim rapists with a hatchet and a knife. You guys have seen that picture, right? Oh, guys, Farron has a life hack. The smallest Starbucks fits into Grande, Venti. All have same amount of liquid in every cup. Okay, I don't know what you're saying. So, this is fake news. This is a German pro-Palestine protester. Yeah, I read that this isn't the girl. But still, regardless of what her crime was, why does she need an entire department when they let Pakistani rape gangs run free? Look at this. That's loud. Look at this. Where's this energy for the Pakistani rape gangs? Also, she's wearing a fanny pack. So you kind of got to give her a pass regardless of what she did. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this off in 9 minutes, making it a 2-hour stream, which is as long as I can go with this sore throat. All right, I hung in there for you guys, but this is rough, dudes. Oh, and speaking of that trans shooter that shot up the church and killed 2 sweet little babies, look at the drawing they found of this guy. He thought he was a girl. The trans shooter drew a picture of himself as Baphomet and described demonic forces controlling him in his journal. Look at this. So, I mean, look at this gobbledygook. This isn't Russian. This guy was in America. So here's a picture of himself with his guns, and he's looking into the mirror and he sees Baphomet. He sees a satanic demon looking back at him. This is what he drew. He drew this. And that's what that old Gaylord is celebrating. Trans people are mentally ill, obviously. Oh, here's my final thing about Canada. And I know you guys don't want to hear about Canada. Oh my God, the views are dropping. The views are dropping. This isn't interesting to you guys? You know what, dudes? I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to entertain people anymore. I thought I did, but apparently I suck. Yo, do you know what a cameo is? It's like you get your favorite creator to become a personal video for a price. Check it out. Let me tell you a story. A couple weeks back, this woman sends me a DM on Instagram. And she said that my husband is a huge fan of yours. His birthday's coming up. Can you do a cameo for him? And I didn't have Cameo set up. I don't have it set up. And, but, you know, I wanted to help celebrate one of my rats' birthdays, right? She said he was like a hardcore rat. He even watches you on KiCK. So I just filmed and edited happy birthday video and sent it to her. And then she donated sewer bucks to the Buy Me a Coffee page. Very generously. Very generously. This is the latest one. So that was an unofficial cameo. We did it off of Cameo's website. Very sweet couple. Bless them. Bless them both. So yeah, I did my first cameo, I guess. I emailed Jimmy Hart asking him how much he would charge to do an intro for your stream. Get yourself some chicken for the daily egg supply. Do you mean like actual chickens that lay eggs? That's crazy talk. Oh my God, we're under 50 viewers now. All right, it's time to kill the stream. It's time to kill the stream. Just one more thing about Canada. This guy tweets out, tore up my knee playing softball. I will need an MRI, but Ontario, that's a province in Canada, requires I get an ultrasound first. Here's how it's going. So this guy needs an MRI for his knee, but they said to him, you got to get an ultrasound before we send you for an MRI. So let's take a look at this free healthcare. So Maryville Medical Imaging from the booking department. Hi, we are currently processing high volume of requests for particular ultrasound. So this English is already bad. So, you know, it's like an Indian person working here. We can add you to our wait list, which is approximately 1 to 2 years long. Please let us know if you want to be added to the wait list. There's your free healthcare. By the way, it's not free. They gouge you so badly on taxes. You just pay through your taxes. It's not free, guys. I paid Canadian taxes. It's utterly brutal. Now in the States, oh my God, you're going to go bankrupt. Well, at least you get your MRI that day or the next day, you know. You think he noticed it cut off yet? What cut off? Did my stream cut off? Lizard people shutting down the Wi-Fi. Oh my God, did it cut off? How much did you miss? Did you guys see me read his tweet, or did you miss that? The guy has to wait 2 years for an ultrasound for his knee in Canada. That's the free healthcare. You know, I got a final poll before I leave. That is my exit poll for today's stream. Oof, 40 viewers. Yeah, we got to bounce. Oh, wow, nobody watches UFC. Oh, my God. Holy crap. So I guess most of you came through the Logan Paul stuff, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Hey, there's 40 people here, but we only have 13 people voting. Vote in the poll, dude. Okay, Jose, I think it is time to go. We are almost at 11:30 and the views are dropping. Bye, King. Thanks for the stream. Bye, guys. It was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure being with my rats. It's always a pleasure being with my rats. I love you guys. I even came here while I was dying. Thanks, Ari. Thanks, Ed. It was nice. Catching up with you guys. But I'm gonna go die now. All right. You have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you next week if I'm not dead. I'm hoping that ivermectin gets in. And I know as soon as I take that first hit of ivermectin, I'm going to be better 25% right away. And I'll be fully better within 2 to 3 days. All this vitamin C, vitamin D I'm taking is not putting a dent in whatever I got right now. All right, dudes. I will will see you next time. I love you. I love you. Just don't ever forget that, okay? No matter what happens to me, know that I love you. Goodbye.